Back in April 23rd, 2013, a web browser game has been released to the world titled Kantai Collection. After its release, it has a huge impact in the otaku community, with countless MMD videos being released on the internet, amazing merchandise, and spawned a big dedicated fanbase. While other companies try to capitalize on this new big ship girl genre, none of them were really as successful as Kantai Collection was. That is until Azur Lane came along, of course. When Azur Lane came along, its popularity exploded all over the world, reaching 5 million players in Japan and developed a fanbase much faster than Kantai Collection did. And hell, it even got its own anime adaptation very soon. Of course, with this growing popularity, there is bound to be an otaku war. People have been fighting on both sides for a long time now, with one end thinking that Azur Lane is the Kantai Collection killer and the other still holding on their decks. Even though I am a Kantai Collection fan because of things like historical references, a strong mythology, and etc., I like to look at this more rationally. Is this another one of those cases where a new game was released and people were convinced that the predecessor will be faded into obscurity? Or is this just another fight that will lead to nowhere? If you were to ask me, it's neither. Why? Simple. While both games are very similar, that doesn't mean they can be compared very easily. They both have very distinct features, gameplays, aesthetics, cuteness, and etc. With this, it's hard to say that they're the same game. This brings me back to the time when Overwatch was released. When it came out, fans of TF2 have been trashing the game, labeling it as a TF2 ripoff. This fight raged on for quite a while, but over time, the fight cooled down and people just accepted the fact that yes, TF2 existed, and yes, Overwatch existed. Move on, people. Of course, there's a specific reason why this fight is still going on to this very day. Kantai Collection fans are still fighting Azur Lane fans in fear and paranoia that Azur Lane will kill Kantai Collection no matter how big or small. In these fights, Kantai Collection fans have gone overboard, to even once resorting to violence. While I do believe these Kantai Collection fans can settle this argument in a more civilized manner, that doesn't mean Azur Lane fans are not to blame as well. While it's easy to call Kantai Collection fans as imperialist, weeaboos, Japanophiles, or other terrible names, it often makes me sick to see Azur Lane fans keep on claiming that Azur Lane is the definitive game for the ship girl genre. At the end of the day, many people argue that Azur Lane is better than Kantai Collection because the gameplay is way better and it doesn't rely on luck. To me, you don't really need to play a game in order to be a fan of it. For instance, I bet there are many people out there who are fans of games like Mario, Sonic, Danganronpa, Bayonetta, Overwatch, and hell, even Love Life, despite the fact they never played those games. While having the experience of playing the game can further strengthen someone's preferences of which game to choose over the other, I can't say for sure because I never play either of those games. On one hand, Kantai Collection is region locked, and another is a space-eating mobile game. While yes, it is for free, I did not play it because I don't like mobile games in general. So what do you think of this quote-unquote civil war? Do you think this fight is not worth fighting for? Do you think Azur Lane's popularity will overtake Kantai Collection's reputation? Or do you take these two games as separate games and both fanbases should coexist with one another? Do let me know in the comments below. Until then, see you guys in the next episode and remember, tell your world.